Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noel Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning everybody, I'm Pedro's Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right, this is a show we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello everybody, hanging out in the Discord chat room. If you'd like to join us during the show, you can shout us out, ask questions, start up some banter on the live broadcast chat room channel inside of our Discord. If you'd like an invite to that, the URL for that is discord.gg/Adafruit. Take a moment to welcome everybody to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Thanks for tuning in. We got some fun things to share today. Some new things.
Shout outs to everybody hanging out. We got Rolves on the YouTube chats. We got Juan, we got DeWester, Mr. Certainly Bruce, we got Andy Calloway, Stuart Riggs, and more. Tigerbite. Thank you all for joining.
Yeah, sorry, I had to hit the record. We're recording the thing. All right, I'm going to start with the housekeeping stuff. So let's get started with freebies. Bear with us as the image loads. It may or may not load.
It's probably being updated. Yeah. It looks like there's an update to some of the free stuff.
So come back later tonight or this evening to see the different updated tiers. From last week, we didn't have an update. For orders that are $99 or more, you'll get a half-size Perma Proto. That's that lovely half-size breadboard. For orders that are $149 or more, you'll get the breadboard plus a randomly selected STEMMA QT board. If you have an account with Adafruit, we'll make sure you don't get the same one twice. And for orders that are $200 or more, you get the STEMMA QT board, the free Perma Proto, and free ground shipping in the continental US only. But that's the update to the freebies. They get automatically added to your shopping cart as you check out, so don't worry about adding codes or anything like that. And there we go. All right. Newsletter happens once a week. This is focused on products. If you'd like a newsletter focused on products, go to adafruit.com/newsletter and subscribe. Nobody gets automatically subscribed because we don't really spam folks that way. So if you want that, you kind of have to work for it. We have daily newsletters as well for the different various categories, such as Python on hardware. So you can check that out at adafruitdaily.com. It's not tied to your account or anything, so you have to opt in to be subscribed. And if you're looking to share your CircuitPython or Python-related projects, you can tag any one of us on the Discord server or on Twitter and socials. You can @CircuitPython or @Amberella, wherever, whatever social media you like to mess with, to get your stuff featured in the newsletter. I need a better banner for that because it's nice that there's over 9,000 people subscribed to this newsletter, and it's a great platform to kind of share either your project or products that are CircuitPython or Python related. There we go. Jobs board is available at jobs.adafruit.com. So if you are in the market for a new gig or a new employer or someone to help you with your projects, you can post them up on the jobs form. So check those out. There are some good ones out there. On the contest front, the Halloween Hackfest, sponsored by DigiKey and Adafruit, powered by Hackaday.io. You can check those out. Let's see, I have a link over here. You can check the link in the description of the video. There's still plenty of time to get your projects submitted to the contest to win some DigiKey credits. The end date for this one is October 11th, 2021, and that's a Monday, so you can check them out. There's some new submissions going on, so if you don't want to participate, but you'd still like to get inspired by some Halloween-esque projects, you can check out the submissions and check them out. Yeah.
Awesome.
Visaiha
is saying that their project is featured in this week's newsletter. Awesome.
Excellent. That's so great to see. I'm so glad you got it featured out there. Yeah. Very cool. All right, and that's the Halloween Hackfest, sponsored by DigiKey and Adafruit. I think that's almost everything. Yeah,
and they also worked on one of the Uncanny Eye pendants is the project that's featured in there. Super cool. Very Definitely cool. The good the time of the year. Good theme.
Excellent. I think that's it for the housekeeping. So thanks, everybody.
Making sure I got all the links in all of the chats.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Yes, someone was asking, Weldon was asking about the Snapchat glasses. Yeah, they're just on Amazon. And get the version 2. They're like GoPros. You can go swimming with them.
Are they still $130?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good price for a camera that you can wear on your head.
Yep. Now you can get the prescription glasses with the translation lenses and the, what is it, the water resistance. So there's no, the hydroscopic.
That's right, you can go in the water with them. It's really
Yeah.
fun. Get some
really good way to get
underwater
shots of your kids.
Yeah, or your kids or your family's kids. All right, well, that's very fun.
Let's go ahead and jump into this week's project. Super cool, exciting launch of Whippersnapper, which is an Adafruit I/O, sort of like...
It's a layer on top of Adafruit I/O.
Yes.
It's
Plug
a
and
nice
play.
interface that allows you to just click around to get some IoT Wi-Fi enabled boards with some kind of basic projects. So door alarms or just any sort of sensor that can do email triggers or other various triggers. So huge shout out to the whole I/O team for a very smooth release. It was in beta for a little bit. I think maybe it still is in beta, but y'all can check it out because the Learn Guide, the Quick Start Guide, is out and published. So you can check that out to get your hardware,
Start playing around. Yeah.
Play it out, some of the words. So check it out. It's very, very fun. We have a demo here. And so check out the Learn Guide. Pedro will put a link in the description and all the chats. But again, it's an interface on top of Adafruit I/O. It is free. If you have an Adafruit I/O account, you can click on those links and install the firmware on your hardware. So let's take a look at the device page. For free Adafruit I/O accounts, you have up to 2 boards. Right now, we have support for all of these boards here. I'm just clicking here. So all of these boards here, the ESP32, the ESP32S2, the MagTag, the Pi portals, and any of the SAMD51 boards with an airlift or the Funhouse, they are all supported out of the box, which is really, really fun.
8266 support coming soon.
Yeah, the 8266 is a pretty popular ESP board, and that is still in development. But these are the main heroes of the what can I say? Help me out with words, Pedro.
One of the top ones that was super easy to use, especially because
supported
of
hardware. Sorry.
having the Stemma cables on there, so it makes it solderless. If you want to go that route, you can of course pick one like the Hazal and solder on any pins that you want to.
For sure. All right. So once you have the firmware downloaded and installed,
Which is literally a drag and drop to install that. Super easy to do.
Okay. If you follow the Learn Guide, it will walk you installing Whippersnapper on the various hardwares. For the ESP32S2, it's done over Web Serial, which is really, really fun. It's done over the Chrome browser. There's a little GIF to show you installing it on the Pi portal. You just drag and drop the UF2 file. If you're familiar with installing CircuitPython, that's pretty much the same type of deal. It's a drag and drop thingy, which is really cool. And this walks you through setting up your credentials, your little secrets file, so that it can connect to your Wi-Fi network. And then from there, you're going to do a little bit of extra setup. It doesn't look, hopefully it doesn't look intimidating to you, because it is a one-time deal. Once you set it up, you're ready to go and you're ready to start with your projects. So once you have installed the firmware on your hardware, it'll show up automatically in your little dashboard. So this is my Whippersnapper board's device page. I'm going to click on, rather the device list, because you can have multiple devices. We have our MagTag set up already. It even tells us that we need to update our firmware. So this can keep track of your hardware's firmware, which is super excellent. So I need to update that after the show. So let me click on that. We have 2 components. A component is something that you can just click on and assign it. Let's say I want to assign this relay. I can click on the relay. I can give it a nice name. And then, because it knows what the hardware is, it tells me the pins that are available on my device. In this case, it's the MagTag. So I have a few buttons, and I have some D pins that I'm already using, which is why they're grayed out. So let me hit cancel on that and show you the power strip. So I have a power strip that's literally behind us, and if I click on, it turns it on. It's amazing. No code was needed to set this up. It was all done through this interface. So if you've ever done an I/O project, you know you have to set that stuff up in your code. There's no code here because that's what WipperSnapper is. On top of that, you can create a dashboard, so you can tie this into the dashboard. So if you have a really nice graphical one, you can have a giant switch like this and just use that. You can see how instantaneous it is.
It is so fast. Even between different devices, you can see it update
which is
so
great.
fast.
So Pedro, on his laptop or on his mobile device, he can access it anywhere, which is really cool. So,
and you can do more than one. As you can see in the dashboard, we have a read switch also hooked up, so we can have some detection of like when a door opens, say you don't want your child going into one of the rooms.
Yeah, keep your eye right here. Open, closed, open, closed. And you can add that to a dashboard by following the, clicking on the dashboard and picking one. I have a few of them, so that's why I don't have one set up. But you can see it right here. So each of these components will show up in your device page, which is our little mag tag here. And you have some nice links like documentation or the learn guide for the mag tag. But again, you click on new component. We're adding more components throughout the, month. But there are more components.
I2C coming
Yeah, I2C is being worked on. So all the sensors that all the STEM QT sensors will be supported at some point. And I'd love to have NeoPixel support. But for now, these are your kind of basic components for getting, started. Yeah, these were a lot of fun. That water sensor is going to be a really well used one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the demo for WipperSnapper.
Yeah, especially since the cost for setting one of these up is literally just the board, the sensor, so it's about $20 for having an internet connected alert when you have like a leak in your basement or something like that. And not only can it detect that, but you can hook it up with soon, like say a BME or something to detect other variables in the environment.
Can we make it so that, this is sort of a random thing, can we make it so that when the door switch is open, it turns the light on?
I did give him a suggestion to
can we do that right now?
At least some CSS type things to for viewing. Oh, you meant like have a trigger.
Right, can we do
triggered
that?
by something else? I don't know.
That's funny.
It's a nice
new
suggestion,
trigger.
though.
It's a reactive trigger if the door switch is, I think, 1 or I think
greater
0 or 1.
And this is how you set up the trigger for having messages pushed through email, and then or you can have it have a custom
I'm going off
webhook.
the script here. I don't know if that's possible, but that's a good idea. I'll relay that to Brent and see if that's that would be anyway. Forget I said anything.
One of the funny comments from Bruce is that Adafruit.io is like an onion and has many layers.
Yeah. It makes you cry too sometimes.
Puns about onions.
When you get too close, you start crying. All right, well, sorry about that weird idea.
No, that's super
but
fast way to hook up. Especially when you have the project in mind. You want to get that set up. You don't want to sit there and spend time coding and debugging things because obviously there is guides on how to set this up without WipperSnapper, and you can see it's a couple pages long on setting up your I/O credentials, your SSDI, like setting all that stuff up. This makes it super easy. All of that info in the circuit files, you literally just type that in and it sends all of that over to your Adafruit.io account.
So for the Feather Huzzah ESP32, we have it set up so it uses that same door switch, right? It says it's open, but we actually have a working trigger, and that trigger is whenever the door switch is greater than 0, meaning it's open, it will give us an email. So that is a good look at, hey, the triggers are set up, but you're going to get a very limited amount of triggers right now. So right now it's just for emails. This will be something added as the devs work on it. I could have said that better, sorry. But anyway, you can see here, this is the trigger that we have set up for our ESP32. Huzzah. It emails us whenever it senses the door trigger has been opened. So there you go. And how many times does it run? 13 times. And I can edit the trigger, or disable it, or enable it, or what have you.
Yeah, right now it's disabled.
The UI is subject to change, so don't be, what do you call it? Don't get accustomed to the UI. I think this could be done a little bit better. But yeah, let us know what you folks think. You can drop us a note in the, I think the help with IO, or Adafruit IO right here, this channel. You can go there and let us know what you think. So yeah,
Sweet.
thank you for all the folks who have been beta testing it. It means a lot. All right, any more IO stuff we can talk about?
I think that's pretty much it. It's super easy to set up. As the name implies, it snaps together all of your components to make it easy to make your device internet connected.
Yeah, it's pretty similar installation for all the various hardware, but we made sure that
Yeah,
it's
the only
all
difference.
documented.
Yeah, the only different one is going to be, I think, the 8266. There is an ESP tool that Melissa worked on that makes it very easy to flash the firmware that is required on there.
Are you talking about the 32 or the 82?
Oh, maybe it's the 32.
Yeah, because the 82 is not supported yet.
Yeah, I think it is the 32 then.
Yeah, the 32 one tells you how to install the web serial plugin
Yes.
for Chrome that walks you through that, so that it can do it over your USB connection. So there you go. It walks you through all that.
Setting up your I/O credentials, your Wi-Fi password, and all that.
Yeah, lovely gifts to get you to make sure that you're seeing all the motion. But yeah, that's installing the various hardware. Okay, and then the overview will just walk you through kind of what we did, but more thorough. So your device list, your device page, the components, and a little bit of a FAQ here. Blinking an LED is always a good one to start with. Since you have that on board, you can start playing around with all the sensors that are on board the hardware, like the Funhouse.
Chris Henning is asking for the Pi portal. Is there going to be screen support and button support? Yep, coming.
No
a little bit
ETA
later.
on that?
No ETA. They're still getting all of the base level support in there.
The next thing I suppose will be
It
the
is something
stem
we
of
requested.
QT boards. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the display would be super cool, but that's going to be a lot of work. So give us a lot of time. Thank you. Yeah, so that's very cool. And then troubleshooting, I guess there's a page dedicated for some FAQ style stuff. Some of the status LEDs on the boards. You get your nice flow chart.
For the boot sequence.
And then you could always create and post up a topic in the WipperSnapper forum, and that's where the support team will be looking for support, or for things to support. Yeah? Yeah. Cool. And you have some extra details, like how many data points can you have per minute, that sort of stuff with your free account. So you got a feed limit because it costs money to maintain a server, but you do have enough data points and at least 2 boards that you can play with. So that's pretty cool. And it just doesn't support Adafruit hardware. It'll support community hardware as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is a quick look at the WipperSnapper.
Go through the notes here. Make sure you got the links in. All right, cool. Yeah, check it out. I'm sure you have one of the supported boards probably laying around, just waiting. All right, let's go ahead and move on over to what are we prototyping?
Okay. Well, new prototyping. So this week we have a couple of fun projects, all audio reactive. So this is a project that we'll have for next week. It's a collab project with Liz Clark. She put together the code for this one. Let's go ahead and plug it in. This is the IS31FL3741 LED driver matrix. So, oh no, we've broken our camera. What happened? Peter, please stall while I fix the camera.
Oh yeah, so this is a super cool visualizer. I think one of the coolest places we've seen it is in that mask that has the waveform on the air for, I think it was Lady Gaga who was using it. Super cool, inspired us to get that little visualization demo running. And this looks super cool.
I'm so sorry, folks. We can't get it to work.
Check it out.
So
as we talk, you go, hello, 111.
So this is using the Microlab library and the IS31FL3741 board. There you go. So it's using the FeatherSense, the PDM microphone input. So it's taking that data and translating it into some lovely LED. LEDs or
LED animation based on the
based on the levels, yeah.
levels of the sound sensitivity.
Yeah, so really sweet little matrix, and it's got, you know, the Feather has built-in PDM has an accelerometer and some I believe a temperature sensor. But yeah, we're using the PDM microphone that's on board the Feather.
Like a little mounting for
thanks.
the boards on the back. Super cool.
Yeah, we got this little mounting plate and just 4 wired connections because you can connect to it via I2C, I2C.
You have access to your reset button here.
Yeah.
With the built-in little button in there.
Right,
Awesome
and you have
design.
a little hole there for the PDM mic so you can hear it.
Super cool.
Oh boy, I'm really bummed about the overhead. It just stopped working out of nowhere. But yeah. Yep. Yeah, shout out Liz, another awesome project. Great, good comment, Breeze. All right, so that's what we're working on. It'll be a project for next week, so be on the lookout for that. It's a nice kind of easy project. Just a couple of wires to solder up, but for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Oh boy.
And then of course we
What if I
have
do this?
the STLs available too, or the 3MFs that we're using now for modeling your own design for this board.
Thank you.
Check all this
Great.
out.
Yeah, so this is a good plug for the Adafruit CAD parts repository on GitHub. You can download 3D models of all of the Adafruit parts by checking out that GitHub repo. We'll drop a link in the chats, but you can download the 3D model in various formats such as STL, 3MF, STEP, and Fusion 360. So you can get these one-to-one accurate models, use them in your designs, and make some stellar cases, enclosures, props, what have you. So check those out. I hope you enjoy them. Yeah, so that is the Adafruit CAD parts repo on GitHub.
Check it out. Favorite that repo so you can get notified every week
Stuff, yeah.
there is a new part uploaded.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for the links.
Let's see if I can get it all over here. Sweet. All right, got some more prototypes.
Yeah, we do. I can't get over that. Yeah, so on the prop front, we started making another PropMaker based project. So this right here is what we're working on. It's a 3D printed prop. It's basically the baton from the TVA from the Loki series on Disney Plus. So this is a
Pruner.
I'm not sure what the name is, but it has sounds. It uses the PropMaker and the Feather M4. We have this very fun light up diffuser piece that's all 3D printed. On the inside here, we have a NeoPixel jewel. So it's got 7 NeoPixels. It's running CircuitPython code. The PropMaker FeatherWing has a built-in accelerometer. So it can detect and play some sound effects when you hit it or shake it. Yeah, and it's using the LED animation library so that it can pulsate these NeoPixels. So this little piece here screws on top of this like that. And most of the assembly here is all a screw fit. At the bottom here, this is typically where you want to keep your your microcontroller. I can pull it out here. You can kind of see there. So I have access to the USB port, and with most props, I tend to make like a little retainer bit for the Feather board. So yeah. That is the project that we are working on. Gotta make those wires a little bit tighter, but yeah. You might remember these sound effects are from another prop, probably a few years ago now. I'm gonna turn it off now. The Keyblade, I believe, is where those sound effects are for, so I might change those out for something that sounds a little bit more like the TV show. But yeah, it's a fun NeoPixel PropMaker project. It's basically a lightsaber in a different skin, right? So yeah, there's some fun projects you can make with the PropMaker FeatherWing, which was one of the product picks of the week from JP a couple weeks ago, and that was on sale for 50% off. So if you got a PropMaker and you're looking for some props, maybe you want to make this light stick. We'll call it a light stick.
Pruner.
A pruner, the Loki light stick.
I know, I think for the video we gotta go to Disney, because everybody's always dressed up as Loki and just go around start poking all of the Lokis, see if they disappear.
Don't do that. I'll dress up for you.
The cosplayers are usually in, ready to cosplay, which is
Yeah.
why they're dressed up in their cosplay.
Don't poke people without their permission.
Not physically,
Okay.
at a distance.
Okay. Oh, this
that's a really
is
cool one.
still broken.
So one of the other things you're
Right.
prototyping is these super cool
You might
LED
remember these from
glasses.
last week. So these are the LED Adafruit glasses. They might be called the eye lights. Last week we had the Feather RP2040. This week we have the Feather Sense because it has a built-in microphone, built-in accelerometer. Let's go ahead and plug it in. So I have this. It's a micro USB B connectors. So I'm struggling to connect it. There you go. Plugged it in. We don't have a stemma connector on there, so we have to solder these wires to the SDA and SCL, 3 volts and ground. But hey, take a look at that. This is some audio visualizer
cool.
code. This is from Phil B, Paint Your Dragon. It's using the Microlab library as well, with a little bit of fine details like these little white LEDs that kind of sparkle up there. But you got a bit of a ring going on, and it's pretty responsive. So this is one of the many fun demos that you'll be able to run on your LED glasses.
And if you follow us on the socials, you can see Phil B posted up one of the other, like the sand demo, but for the ring. So as you're moving around, it'll track which way the ring will move around.
Righto. Yeah, so this frame is all 3D printed with those supports. It's going to work with any feather. Last week it was the Feather RP40. This week, Feather Sense. Just got to solder these wires here. One of the tips here, you might want to put some standoffs in between the 3D print and your PCB, just so you have a little bit of elevation, because when you have some wires that are soldered, you might poke the bottom a little bit. So that's why I have these little extra hex nuts that kind of elevate it ever so slightly away from the 3D print. But yeah, that is the Feather Sense. Built-in accelerometer, built-in PDM mic. And this is the Wolf silk screen. Oh.
People wanting the glasses. Yes, there are more being produced as we speak.
Yes.
And then
hopefully-
Tigerbyte saying, can there be like a exchange so you can trade duplicates of orders between people?
Yeah, you'll have to exchange those through the community at your own risk.
Yeah.
But we probably won't do that. Hello.
I was gonna clap to get it to go.
Ow! My ears.
Yeah, super cool. Coming soon.
Coming soon. This code is available right now. Would you like to drop the link?
I mean, like in stock soon.
Okay, the
In
hardware
stock
itself will be in stock soon. Yeah, these fit over my glasses quite well. I was afraid they wouldn't, but yeah, they fit fine.
And if you look at the product page, the video on there shows you the type of glasses that Lamar used, just off-the-shelf ones you can purchase at most costume stores, so they can go on to your any existing
Right, if you
frames
have a 3D printer.
with
Yeah,
some
sure.
zip ties. So not required, but super cool to be able to customize them to your face.
Cool. Well said. But yeah, the code is on GitHub. For it's a part of the examples folder of the IS31FL3741 library for CircuitPython.
Let's get on the links. I think I got all these.
3741, yes, it's IS31FL3741. We can just sing that all day.
I stop at ISFL, that's all.
No, IS31FL3741. Kind of feel like Dory when she Wallaby Way or whatever. Sherwood Wallaby Way. Anyway, enough.
Yeah, so Squid was saying, yeah, it's good to hear as a fellow glasses wearer. Yeah, Lamar demonstrates it. She puts it on over her existing glasses,
Yeah.
so they do fit over just a bigger frame that would be bigger than your glasses, and they should go on quite nicely. And then there's all those additions you can add, like adding some pads on the nose or modeling those in Ninjaflex, so you can have those elastic on your face as well.
All right, that's what we're prototyping. If you get yourself these glasses, definitely check out the library, the example code for the IS31FL3741. I need more coffee. All right.
So I was checking to see the
That's what we're prototyping.
what's in stock. Not yet. But keep that page open and maybe later today. All right, moving on to shop talk.
Shop talk, our camera's broke.
Wirecast. All right, so it's that time of the year.
Wirecast,
Yeah, it's that time of the year again where all the devices get updated, and this year's no different. We do a lot of app development here at Adafruit. There's a really cool one that's coming up. Can't wait to talk about it. I think Scott and Trevor have previewed it during the show and tell, but they're just super simple. They are cases for the new iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 Mini. So just like many years before, if you look at our Thingiverse profile, it goes all the way back to, I think, like the X and the was it the ones before the X? There's a ton of them, like the S5s. So updated case design using Ninjaflex, all of the elastomers, and like we were saying before, it's for the Pro 13 and then the Pro Mini as well. So we got a couple of different designs that we're able to do on there because of the MagSafe battery. I did some cutouts so that the battery would fit on there to give you the most magnetic grip. Make sure that that is close up against the back there. So super easy to print out. One of the tests that I was doing with these was actually doing the print all on the Bowden extruders, and it worked pretty good. This is the 85A Sure Hardness, so it's super stretchy. It's got the TPE elastic. Let's drop. Oh my God,
I can't help you. I'm
can't
sorry.
say it.
I can barely help
It's like a
myself.
rubber band. And then one of the other things that we added as well is because all of the phones now have such a big sensor, the camera bumps are pretty big, so we have all of the lens frames on all of these. So I have one for the Pro as well, so you can lay this down flat without scratching the lens. And then we also have them, so we got one from my mom too, and she was like, I don't like the open case, so of course we made one that has the closed. That's not what she sounds
like.
And so we have a little cutaway here so that it's actually thinner on the back, so the MagSafe battery can have more of a better grip to the back there. So you can choose whichever design that you want to do, and then you can adhere the little lens frame on the back. And then of course have fun with your colors. So I got the blue one here and with a blue framing on it. And all of these exported as 3MFs, so you can check those out. Also exported the STLs too, so you can have fun with all the different colors. And man, I just can't get over how good the printing on all these came out with a Bowden. How clean that looks.
That is very clean for Ninjaflex.
Yeah.
Shout
and
out.
Again, this is not the 95A. This is 85A. This is like super soft and indestructible, which is why I didn't even bother making the PLA ones. Every time we would drop it, it would immediately break. These are like pretty indestructible. And one of the things that we're showcasing here are some of the Ninjaflex colors that we have in the shop. So we have this very lovely orange lava, I think is what they call it. Let me put the link in there. I'm going to show these off as I put the link into the chats for the Ninjaflex colors, or the category for this.
Yeah, a quick way, you could just use the search box on the top of the site, type in Ninjaflex, and you'll get the whole list of them.
I was going to type in the category name, or the category link for that.
Yeah, because there's all sorts of different colors. It's a really good price point, $29.95 for a whole kilogram spool, or half a kilogram rather. They're typically $50 to $60 anywhere else.
And what's so cool about this is that they last quite a while. So I think we got these back, oh my God, like 8 years ago, some of these spools. That's how long we've been carrying this at Adafruit. And they still worked perfect. One of the sad things though is that some of the colors, they don't even make anymore. Like the purple, the sky blue. Oh, so bummed out that I'm literally like on my last spool of that color that doesn't exist anymore.
Only 3 spools left of the lava. It's
Yeah,
that
so
orange.
yeah, it's
orange.
this really beautiful orange,
Yes.
which looks really contrasty against like the blue Mini. So nice. And then, of course, the red. Do we have any
Oh,
red?
this
I don't
one
think
is
we have any red.
$49.95. What happened to the price? Oops. That's interesting.
It's a pretty color.
Yeah,
Definitely
you
worth
gotta
it.
pay double. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're like $50 on Amazon.
Huh. Why would that one be?
Oh, is it the
Cheaper.
spool? Is one?
Oh, do you think one's
0.5?
They're all
one's
0.5.
bigger?
Let me go back to
5.5. Yeah, there's the sky blue. Oh, and the
discontinue,
purple.
discontinue,
Ah.
discontinue.
I wonder if we have
Oh,
some
we
of
had
those
golds?
stashed
Oh my
away.
gosh.
Yeah, we still
so
have the
many.
gold.
Oh, my favorite green.
I know we had like every color.
Here it is. Yeah, for some reason it's $50. I guess because we only have 3 in stock. I don't know.
Storage is asking, what printer did we use to print the cases? It was the CR10 V2 and the V3, the direct drive.
Cool. Those are real nice cruelty printers.
Yeah. And
Alright, so-
I just used for the profiles, I just used the V3 Ninjaflex profile for that. And it worked pretty dang good, especially with having like retraction on it. Super surprised that it did not buckle like I'm used to seeing on a Bowden extruder.
All right, and here is the Thingiverse link. Did you place that in the chat rooms?
Oh, no, let me put that in
All
there
right.
so you guys can pick
I'll
these
just
up.
have it here loaded. But yeah, you can pick up the STL3MF Fusion files. They're all here. We just took some of these lovely photos. Let me full screen that. Great job on the photos. This is great. And you can see, a little bit of bumps here and stuff, but that's typical with Ninjaflex prints.
Yeah. So the I think of the travel, if you turn the travel off, it'll come out even better. But you'll have a bunch of cleanup to do on the little Voronoi parts.
Cool. And here is a photo with the
cutaway?
MagSafe battery from Apple.
Yeah, it's like the cutaway for the MagSafe, or I really like these MagSafe pop sockets because it gives you like a little tripod and an easier way to grab the phone.
That's
And-
cool. A nice opening for any MagSafe accessory.
Yeah. So they have like tripods and like stabilizers for it, and that's a good way to attach it. And it's super strong, so wanted to be able to keep that on there.
So this is a special pop socket with a magnetic plate
with
or
the
a metal
MagSafe.
plate.
Yeah, it's got like the MagSafe
So
little
it
circle
just
on there.
pops off
You can kind of see the ring of magnets all on there.
and the indentation.
Yeah, I really like. Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
like the way to
Nice
hold that up.
accessory.
Did not make one for the iPhone 13 Pro Max this year because I did not get one this year. Last year, like I had the Max, and man, that thing is so heavy and big. And the only reason I got it was for the sensor size. But now all of the smaller ones have the exact same sensor. And we were chatting with it was Scott who was saying, yeah, he thought that the Mini had the exact same case or the lens, but no, it is way better after doing some testings at night during like fireworks over at Disney. You could definitely see in the wide angle lens that it's shooting at f2.4,
Ooh.
while this one's shooting at f1.6.
Wait, what?
So yeah,
Holy
the
moly.
wide angle, like
Great
the
aperture.
fisheye. So it is definitely worth going with the Pro. If taking a picture of your family is super important, you definitely want to make sure that you have the most, best focus and all of the exposure settings and the ISOs and like completely killing it with all the noise at night. So definitely recommend getting the Pro on that one. But if you want to go along with the little tiny small size, oh man, we're still going to use this for like the remote for all of the camera setups and like the tripods that have like the pan and tilt motors on them. That's what we're using the little Mini for.
All right. Did you post that link?
I did, yeah.
All right, cool.
Come check that out. You can download these for free. And of course, the Fusion 360 files are available as well, so you can edit that. And I don't know, maybe have some other sort of attachment to the case.
Yeah, play around with the layer thickness if you want to make it thicker or thinner or what have you. You always get that cool Voronoi pattern going on. You could always add your own. Cool.
And of course, the other thing too is to look out for that awesome, it's 2 iPhone apps that the team is working on. Super cool.
I don't have a banner for that. I can't.
I think
Maybe
Trevor's
next
showing
week.
it off, sending the by Bluetooth with the app. So you can like send texts or emojis and maybe GIFs after
GIFs or
GIFs.
GIFs.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Hard cheese and soft cheese. All right. Well, that is your iPhone commercial. Thank you so much, Pedro.
Well, it's supposed to be an ad for the Ninjaflex and the
Right.
iPhone apps.
No,
that
you
work
did
on
it. Hey.
There's always an alternative
Uh-huh.
to.
There you go. Flexible filaments. Get your flexible filaments from us, please.
Yeah, especially with Halloween
All
coming up,
supplies
we have
last.
some of the glow in the dark, the semi-translucent, and the white is excellent for diffusing LEDs. We got a ton of projects that show that off, like the
this almond
sewable
Forgot about
horns.
this almond peach smoothie.
Yeah, it's actually what I tested everything on because we had
Sounds
so
delicious.
many of spools of that.
That color got that price tag.
Yep.
Okay. You could always buy white and then airbrush it, whatever
You could.
you want.
Yeah, you definitely
It's
could.
great diffusion material too.
Yeah.
I've done lots of fun diffusion projects. Diffuser-ish projects.
Wearables.
Yeah, they're all there.
Super.
All the spiky things. And your face, the starfish on your face.
The most comfortable starfish on your face.
All right, Ninja Case says Yanisku.
That's pretty much what the most used we use these Ninjaflex for. It's like a case.
And Bruce, shout out to Bruce, rocking the refurbished iPhone 6s.
Oh yeah.
I think we have a 6s design.
Yeah,
out
I think
there
it's a
still.
5S. Yeah, we still have it on there. So if you want to try that out, you can still
Oh,
check out one of our old cases.
they're not old, they're just experienced.
All right, checking out the
So that was Shop
chat.
Talk. Ninjaflex.
Yes.
iPhones.
Paul Cutler is asking about the sound reactive code.
Yeah, it's gonna let's together go on the journey to GitHub.
Oh, we
So I'm
got
gonna
some.
go to GitHub/Adafruit. Right? So github.com/Adafruit. I'm gonna search for the IS31FL. And there it is, under Adafruit _ CircuitPython, IS31FL3741. You're going to want to download this guy here using the code button. There's a little download zip link. And this folder here, examples, the one you want. Oh boy, it's not in here. I am so sorry, I have lied to you. So let's go ahead and go to the Learn repo, because that is where it is. I thought it would be a part of the library, but it's not. Is our audio messed
Yeah,
up?
there's some like crackling.
Oh
Keep going.
boy.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right, I'm going to keep going. So bear with me. I'm going to go back to the Adafruit GitHub repo. I'm going to type in learn, because I think that's the best way to get to it. It's actually a part of the Adafruit. It won't. Oh, this sounds way worse. All right, I just had to change the mic. Sorry about that, folks. I changed the mic. We're over here now. I apologize again. Live stream
sorry.
shows.
Rest in
don't
peace,
recommend
your
doing
ears.
them. Yeah, I know. We just lost everybody. I'm so sorry. I won't sleep tonight. So you're going to want to search for iLight in the list of all of the subfolders. There's one called Audio Spectrum. iLight's Audio Spectrum. I'm going to go ahead and just copy this link and drop it in. Where was the chat from?
It was in the YouTube.
In YouTube? All right.
I'll put it in there.
I
Just
will
grab it from
I'll
you.
do it. Don't worry. I got it. Thank you for bearing with us. But there is the link. It is a part of the Adafruit Learn System Guides repo. Is that what it's called? The Adafruit Learning System Guide. And it's called the iLights Audio Spectrum code. This was added 3 days ago by Phil B. Shout out Phil B. Yeah. Whew.
Sorry about that. That's where we have backups.
Yeah, you sure do. If only I had backup.
Oh, camera.
Yeah, this has been busted since the morning.
It's gonna be the reoccurring joke there.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's end the show so we can reflect on the mistakes that we have done. All right. Going over to the community makes. We find some designs from the community and we 3D print them. This week it's a practical print from Arturo on Twitter. He goes by Arturo182, I believe.
Yeah, this is a really cool way to snap the headers so they can fit on feathers. So if you ever buy one of those headers that are, pretty long, I think it fits like the 16-pin ones, you can cut them down to size. Here you can see that has this nice little groove, so you can go in there and snap it off. And here I am completely doing it wrong because there is a camera that I have to be wary of. This is how video production works. Oh my God. But you know what? The design is so good that it works both ways. How cool is that? And a lot of people were asking about these really cool colored headers that we have in stock. Check these out. These are so cool. We have blue, we have red, we have green, and not just the header pins, but we also have like the header, the female headers too. And those come in a couple other colors. So we got like yellow and white to go along with the red and blue. I think blue is my favorite one here. So you don't have to be boring with just the plain old black ones that everybody else has. You can spruce it up. Spruce up your design and get a nice blue one. So super simple to do this guy in here like that. And because the camera is facing this way, I can actually use it the correct way and snap it like that. Oh, did I do it? Oh wait, oh man, this design doesn't work when you have to hold it. You have to hold it a certain way for it to work. There you go.
If our camera worked, it would
yeah.
see it better.
Right. But here you go. You'd have a nice sized header that's perfect to go on your Feather compatible board. Super cool. And I'll post the links to all of the cool colored headers that we have available. Because this is the whole reason we do this, so we can show you guys all of the cool components that go along with the design.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool.
shout out Arturo for the free design. You can download it off Thingiverse. I think he also put a Fusion file in his his Twitter.
Yeah, and somebody's already remixed it as well. You can check out that design as well.
Okay. Cool. Is our audio okay still?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just hearing a minute delay, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh boy, so our camera broke, our audio broke. We couldn't demo the thing.
And I think somebody was asking if it works with the headers. I don't think so. Yeah, these don't work with the headers.
Those aren't meant to be snapped. They don't have any perforations.
Yeah.
If you want to snap those, you can, I guess. Maybe score it or something. All right.
There you go. I think the flush cutters will do that.
Okay.
Super cool. Got a couple of other community makes.
Yeah, that's right. We do. We have 2 of them. So let's go ahead and pull those out. Thank you everybody for posting your community makes. It means a lot. This first one, what happened to here we go. All right, so let me run through these real quick. All right, this week we have a make of the Mario Boo. This is a planter or a candy dish or whatever you'd like to stuff inside of it. It's a 3D printed planter thing, candy dish, inspired by the boo from Mario, Super Mario Brothers. Thank you, Sir Willis, for posting this up. Folks paint it, add plants to it, or just use it as an overall candy dish.
Another idea.
The festive season, so
yeah. So my son Gavin dressed up as Mario one year for Halloween, and he just attached a handle on it and used it as a
you can put little
candy
holes
bag
right here and a hole right there, and then put a little strap there. Paint it up, put some lights in it if you'd like. But yeah, it's a fun, no supports for this print. So thank you, Sir Willis, for posting up your make. And then we have one more here. It is prop season.
Yes. Right? Is this the little sister?
So this is the syringe from BioShock. This is Little Sister Syringe. So Dan Aperture on Thingiverse posted up their make. And this looks fantastic. It's been painted. It's been weathered. It has some blood stains. Look at that pacifier there. It has been it's been weathered.
That looks so good.
It looks so good. This was an interesting prop because Pedro originally printed it in copper filament, which is from I forget ColorFab, I believe makes this.
I think so. ColorFab.
It's actual filament that has real copper particles in it, and you can sand it and iron it. You can
let
shine it. You can brasso it.
You can let it rust.
You can let it rust and actually get rust, and it's PLA mixed with actual copper. So that's really cool. That's what Pedro did in his version, but this version maybe it's different. Maybe it's just PLA with some paint, which looks really great. So excellent, and it actually lights a real LED as well. And that is this week's community makes. Thank you. everybody for posting up their community makes.
Is there any like info on their make?
I don't believe so.
Okay, cool.
No, but I put a nice comment saying the weathering looks really great.
Yeah.
Nice work. Thank you.
I think the other thing we did with ours was the bottle itself is Ninjaflex.
This is Paige's wife, Brandy. Hey, Brandy.
Yep, she was a little sister.
She was a little sister.
And then you can see some of the components. Super easy using a coin cell and an LED to illuminate. So and everything fits inside. The handle actually works as a on and off switch.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a springy.
You can see how the little the actuator is the lever there that pushes up against the button.
Oh, you used to use copper tape.
Yes.
That's cool. Yeah.
There's the colors. Super fun project for props.
2015. My goodness. Blow the dust off this one. Sorry, folks.
Showing our age there. Showing our age.
Yes. I haven't played Bioshock in many years. Fun game.
All right.
Well, thank you everybody for bearing with us. We apologize again for the issues. But you know what? Live streams are like that. Can you believe we've done 344 of these?
Wow. That's quite a lot. 8 years.
Yeah.
Still have all the issues with
our mics,
not just the mics, but the printers and the
Like,
cameras.
why? I disconnected and reconnected. What else do you want? All right. Well, we'll see you tonight. I implore you to share your projects because live streaming is always working. It's every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This week is going to be hosted by not yours truly, but Mr. and Mrs. Lady Ada. So they will be judging you. I'm just kidding. I need to stop. And then shortly after...
Come by, show off your awesome project. Doesn't have to be finished. We always love watching you as you work on a project to complete it. So definitely stop by for that. And then right after that, whole hour of Lamar Phil on Ask an Engineer. Check out all of the awesome new projects coming out and products, as well as behind the scenes and the secret stuff that they're working on for later release. Don't want to miss that.
That's right. Wait. That's right.
And then tomorrow we got John Park's workshop. Awesome projects always going on as he readies up for the next Ada box. So definitely want to tune in, get some clues on what's coming up next, as well as other cool projects with all the other available boards and products.
I believe Scott will return next week.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's off this Friday. So check on the previous archives of Deep Dives with Scott. Typically every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern. He'll be back. Thanks, Scott, for holding it up. And then Sundays is from the desk of Lady Ada. She streams on Sundays at random hacker hours with great segments such as the great search with DigiKey.
That's right. With a lot of the component shortages, she shows you what alternatives are out there and what she thinks on the availability of them. So definitely check that out on how to search for that component you're looking for.
Yeah, and submit your requests.
Yes. Always
every Monday is the CircuitPython meeting. This is where the core devs in the community come together to chat all things CircuitPython. It typically happens on a Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can always check in Eastern. Tuesdays is John's product pick of the week, where you can get up to 50% off on selected picks from JP himself.
Bananas.
Yeah, so check it out. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern or 1 p.m. Pacific. On Wednesdays, we try to do the show our darndest. Sometimes it doesn't work, but hey, we're still here. 8 years running. We do the show every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That's like 7 a.m. Pacific Time, huh? Ooh, that's way too early. Sorry, folks. I'm just falling apart here. All right, and then we're back around tonight. Lots of shows. Thank you so much for dealing with us. I have been a person. Pedro.
Pedro.
Make a great day.
See you next week or later tonight.
Bye,
Bye, folks.